Hello, folks, and welcome to the Relationship Builders. Well, Customize Your Love Life series, but we're going to be talking today about
Pillow
90,
talk.
90 Day Fiance Pillow Talk.
Pillow
So,
talk edition.
I know, that I love watching Pillow Talk. I probably love watching Pillow Talk more than I like watching 90 Day Fiance
I
itself.
guess for the color commentary that happens during the show.
I'm entertained. I like Lauren. Like Lauren when she's talking about Soldier Boy. Like she is like Lauren went and she's looked for Soldier Boy's song on what is it?
I'll be there for
Spotify,
you.
whatever.
I'll be there for you. Anything that I'll be there for you.
See what even you're catching on.
You watch the shit, you hear it all the time.
But that's the point. When something gets catchy, you get into it. Right?
Mm.
You really get into it. So when I see Lauren there, and Lauren's what? She's probably about 7,
8 now.
6. Well, she's due in May, so she's probably. Oh my gosh, May's next month. So yeah, so it's probably about 7 months when we saw that.
In the midst of everything that's going on,
I know.
Right?
But yeah, so Lauren's gonna have baby in a bit, but she's there with her big belly, singing Soldier Boy's song and doing the little dance and whatever. I love it though. I'm very entertained.
To be honest. Out of all the females on the show, I like her. I mean, her spirit.
You might leave me for her. No.
You're right. Her spirit, her calm,
she's
her
a nice
demeanor,
girl.
everything about her is just so calm. You know what I mean? I just like that about her. She's just very calm and laid back. So I like her. And the other people that
and her husband reminds me of you. The way he is with her, how easygoing he is with her, how he puts his hand on her,
he's a good couple.
Just kind of reminds me of how he was with me.
They're a good couple.
They're a great couple, absolutely.
And then there's Dave and Annie. Now, what I gotta say about that is that guy, he struck gold with Annie. She awesome. Cooks, she's clean. She cleans. She's
sticking
good
by him.
She's she still have her nice body on her, and she still looks good and everything. And that man didn't have nothing when it comes to America. This guy they were living in a storage house.
Yeah, on top of this, whatever, yeah.
And she stuck with him. And this is why I said, don't go to Ukraine because Ukraine women they're players and they will take you for your money because
that's a whole nother story. Let's not. We save that for another. That's a whole nother conversation.
Ukrainian woman will rip you off, so don't go there, right?
Oh, you're gonna get a lot of flack for that.
Hey, here's what it is.
But we're talking about all the couples on Pillow Talk.
But he struck gold with that woman because she's a ride or die chick straight off the bat, right?
So am I.
So yeah,
for the most part,
we're not talking about us. We talk about us all the time, right? But then you have other couple, the new one now, Robert and Annie. Now
that's a whole
guy. I like this guy because he's hardcore.
I like that he's safe like that, but he has ways that's like.
But he has a really bitchy style about him. He nitpicks. He go after it every single time and argue about stuff. You know what I mean? The thing I like about Robert though, he's a hardcore.
Yeah, I respect that.
He won't put up with shit straight off. He will let you know right off the bat. So I respect that about him because he doesn't play, right? And his woman Annie, she doesn't say a whole lot. She's high maintenance.
Yeah, she's ranked though, and she's high maintenance.
Or she faced it, like she will let him know, and she's high maintenance. So I don't know. They find some balance in that. Maybe the sex is good enough, so he keeps them together.
I'm sure,
or he's buying her little stuff to keep her happy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is a really okay couple, right?
Yeah, and they just come in recently,
right? And then the two old birds. That what's her name?
Molly and her best friend. I've never known her best friend or her business partner's name from day one. And for dear life, if I heard it, I wouldn't know it. So Molly and her best friend.
Yeah, they're so sometimes they have a little jokes in there. They're all right, I guess. You know what I mean? So whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is, kind of thing. So
And who else? Which other couples have been in on Pillow Talk? Andre.
It's not okay.
Andre and
I don't know her name. I don't even ask me. I know is Andre.
Oh my god, I can't believe I don't remember his wife's name.
Don't worry about it. You can watch next Pillow Talk. They're gonna probably. They're not even.
But we're talking about the couple anyway. Yeah. So I like Andre. I don't care anybody says he's hardcore, and he's sometimes hardcore to a fault. But I do like that strong man, grounded mentality. I love that.
You know
That's
what?
actually very sexy to me.
He's finding an American woman who will work with him, right? Because a lot of American women would see his wife as submissive because his sister already said it already.
Her sister's
Why
already.
Are you so submissive? You didn't used to take all this, but you have to understand something.
She found a good man. She found a man that she loved, and he's attractive and all that.
And the thing is, a lot of you women out there, you might act so, but you like a man who are balls. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be real,
We
right?
don't have no respect for men who don't.
You don't have respect for the guy who's too like clingy and too insecure, right? But you see, the thing is, the guys, the man guys, I mean, you have to play by their rules, right? And this is the thing is that you can't tell them when to be a man. You can't tell them when to shut up and go sit into a corner. They play a role, and their role will not be. They won't compromise for nobody. And Andreas, you see, he's not going to compromise his role.
Andre,
Whatever.
you have to say it properly, Andre.
As I was saying, right? This guy is like a Terminator when he talks.
I love
okay,
it though.
okay. I think it's okay. It's not okay, right? And he puts her in her place, right? But she
started to talk up though.
Yeah, but she's still not going to cross the line because in order for them to be together, he has to have that role, right? That's his role, right? So she kind of plays a role too, right? But the thing is, they always like a guy that always seems to have a backbone. You know what I mean? You don't want a guy who don't have a balls. I mean, it's not attractive. It's not a turn on for nobody, right? Even the strongest of women, that's why they're single, because they can't take a guy who's going to want his way and put his foot down, right? He's supposed to, they want a guy that can modify. Put your foot down at this time, but another time, shut up and be in the corner. It's not going to work. Either you take it or you don't, right? So this is the kind of guy, he's kind of like a Robert in a way that puts their foot down, but him is more the Terminator style. Right. Robert is more gangster, he's more Terminator, right? And it works for the woman that you're with, right? So, he was okay. And then you had Paula, and what's the guy's name again?
I don't know, I'm forgetting everybody's name, but her and her husband. Paula is she's much more dominant, strong personality. She's
spunky, and she's kind of can light a fire on the what is the dude?
Russ, that's
and
her.
Paula.
But they were there for like a minute, and now they're. I don't have
Russ is more of the shy type guy that will bow down and kind of seem like he's kind of like somewhat kind of insecure in a way, right? Because he has a hot wife and he's worried about that, and he's whatever, right? They weren't really all that. And then there was Dean and his brother. What's his brother's name?
Oh,
again?
Tariq.
That's
who's supposed to marry Hazel. Right?
And Hazel don't like this guy for like as far as you can throw it.
Hazel's one of those ladies who needs to come to America, right?
And she put it out there, and she doesn't show any affection to him at all, right? And he's still sticking it there. His brothers warned him, but we see this all the time, right? These folks are warned about these people that they're going across the world for, and putting everything on the line, right? And the thing is, I guess why they're warned is because when they get hurt, they run back to these people and cry, right? The thing is, I'm saying is, you have to know what you're bargaining for, because when you go overseas, people can become really good actors, and they can play into the idea of what you're looking for just to get that green
momentarily,
card.
right?
Right, momentarily. So, watching that, pillow talk is good. Watch Annie can barely put two words together to speak English, but she can say fuck you and asshole really, really well.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because everybody knows that. You could come from a hole in the wall somewhere, but you would know fuck you, because that's a universal language, right? So watch her try to struggle with English is funny,
right? Because
it's like, what the hell are you saying? Do I need to get like somebody to translate whatever you're saying, right? And she have a translator, right? Dave is a translator because he always translates stuff for her.
Oh, you're talking about that Annie. You're not talking about the other Annie.
No, I'm not talking about DR Annie. I'm talking about Thailand Annie, right? She's worse than DR Annie. Right? And DR Annie barely even say anything, so you can't make nothing out of that. So don't worry about that. And we don't have to worry about Thailand Annie because David is there. He translates everything for us. I know, that's true.
When she doesn't understand something, he explains it to her.
So we don't lose with that. We don't have to worry about DR Annie because she doesn't say much to even really make any color commentary out of that.
Right.
But about all of the couples that I like, I'm starting to like Dave and Annie. I mean, no, I'm talking about Robert and Annie.
Well, I was like that because they give you little jokes, right? Because of what Robert says, right?
Yeah, so those are a couple I like. And even though they're not much to really talk about, it's kind of weird, but I like Lori and Alexia because, like I said, I like their own vibe. Or Lauren, all right? I like their own vibe because their vibes are more laid back and it's more calm. Easy, cool. I like that. But everybody else, they can go over a cliff. I wouldn't care less. I mean, I don't care for Molly and her friend Cynthia because they're just like, whatever. They give certain jokes every now and then, but I can do without that. Robert and Annie, whatever, I mean, I think they need to change it up. But those two, I guess three of them are like regular now. They're staple of
Lauren,
Lauren and Alexia,
and,
David and Robert and Annie,
and then
David
Molly
and Molly and
her
Cynthia
friend,
and her friend, right? So
well, it's
those
Cynthia.
are
You don't
three,
even know her name,
right? I think his name. I'm gonna call her that anyway, because whatever, right? Because they always talk about what's her name, Darcy.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say no. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna close it off there because we have to go do a video on Darcy because that's what I was gonna say to him, but we'll go do that. So you'll see us talking about Darcy in the next video, folks. So anyway, tell us what you think. See if you have any opinion of the Pillow Talk couples. We'd love to hear from you. And
okay, and I'm gonna do okay.
We'll see you again in the next video, folks. Bye for now.
I'm okay.